Good morning, fellow Nigerians. My name is Olukayele Olubemi. I tweet with the Twitter handle Omotatafiala. I am a Masters of Law student in International Commercial Law with professional, that's international arbitration skills at the University of Aberdeen, United Kingdom. So I am doing this video to put a face and a voice behind the tweets that we've been making over the failure of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, to pay the scholarship funds of over 200 students that were abandoned in the United Kingdom and other parts of the world. As you would see from this letter that I'm showing you, this scholarship was awarded on July 29, 2019, which means in a couple of days, the scholarship would have been 1 year old. However, the Commission has failed vehemently to pay our tuition. If I could give a bit of background. After the scholarship was awarded in July 2019, scholars were meant to be paid a sum of 500,000 naira to assist with visa and ticket cost. That money was not paid until so much noise on social media in April 2020. So which means that all of the scholars who are in the United Kingdom at the moment had to use personal funds, some loans from banks and institutions, to be able to put themselves through to the United Kingdom. Apart from that, the scholarship sum of 30,000 United States dollars, which is supposed to cover the tuition and living cost of scholars, have not been paid. Now, while some scholars resumed in the UK in September, some others resumed in January. For those who resumed in September, at the moment, they are finalizing their dissertation, while those who resumed in January are preparing to complete their studies in December. Either ways, about 7 to 11 months of studies have gone on without tuition being paid. Not only are the schools frustrated, because the NDDC has even refused to acknowledge or respond to any of their emails, schools are tired and have started transferring tuition debts to students. In all of this, the Commission has continued to pay lip service to the plight of scholars. Just on Channels TV yesterday, and as we have been hearing over the course of the week, the Executive Director of Projects, Dr. Karo Ojogbo, mentioned that the Commission had, awarded certain funds to themselves where they were supposed to attend the graduation ceremony of scholars in the United Kingdom. The fundamental question is, how do you attend the graduation of the scholars that you have not paid their tuition? That aside, you want to attend the graduation of the same scholars that since their resumption in September and in January, you have not made any official communication with, not a single email. When the coronavirus pandemic started, not an email to even acknowledge the delicate situation that scholars would have found themselves in. Not only that, other scholars, in order to eke out a living and in order to be able to pay outstanding bills, endangered their lives to continue to work at care homes during this pandemic. Not one, not two, not three or four of our scholars have had to do coronavirus tests at different points in time. While a large number have been lucky, one of us was not so lucky when the person actually contracted the virus earlier in May and had to self-isolate and receive treatment. That is not what we signed up for when we got the scholarship. In addition to this, the Commission has made representation painting the picture that scholars are well taken care of. This is far from the truth. At the moment, today's date is 13th July 2020, where I'm making this video. No scholar has received tuition, no scholar has received maintenance fees, and this is a terrible situation that we have found ourselves in. Now for an individual like me, my school has driven me till the 20th. Now for an individual like me, my school has driven me till the 28th of July to pay my outstanding tuition and my outstanding accommodation invoices. Others have had their studentship suspended pending when the Commission will make the payments. This is a very delicate situation, and we do not expect it to be politicized, either by the National Assembly or even by the IMC. What the scholars want is the payment that they were promised and guaranteed, upon which they assumed their studies in the United Kingdom. This is what we are asking the Commission to do. Pay 2019 NDDC scholars their fees. On the statement that there are over 1,000 students on the scholarship of the NDDC at the moment, we consider that to be incorrect, or at best, politically motivated. As we understand, the 2019 students are about 210, and the PhD students from 2017 to 2019 are only about 300, considering that some of them are either calculated as part of 2018 or 2019. So there is no reasonable justification that the number of scholars will be about 1,000. In addition to this, it is not everyone in 2016, 2017, or 2018 that have not been paid. A large number of those years have already been paid, and it's only some part of those numbers that are yet to be paid. So it is politically incorrect, and it is even factually incorrect to assume that there are about 1,000 students on the NDDC scholarship. We refuse to be used as a political tool. We refuse to be used to make political scores and political calculations. All we ask is that we are paid what we are due, and that is our tuition fee and our maintenance costs. Fellow Nigerians, this is the absolute truth. And as much as anyone would like to hear from any of the scholars, we are readily available to grant any interviews, because at this point, we have been pushed to the wall by the Niger Delta Development Commission. Thank you very much.